Good morning, students. So today we have in the previous class we have discussed about characteristics of occurrence of a chemical reaction. In that we have studied about 6 characteristics of a chemical reaction. That is evolution of gas, change of color, change of smell, formation of precipitate, energy change and change of state. Today we will discuss about chemical equation. Okay, so let's start. First of all, you should know that what is a chemical reaction. So it is the process by which a chemical change takes place. A change where a new substance is formed. So that is a chemical reaction. Now let's move to chemical equation. So it is a shorthand representation of a chemical reaction by using numbers, symbols and formula. Now it has two major parts, that is reactants and products. There also it's written that a reaction is described in terms of the names of the reactants and products. Now let's see. Reactants means what? The starting materials. These are the substances that changes when it is combined with another substance in a chemical reaction. Products means what? The new substance, the substance that results of the chemical reaction. Means we can say that the reaction which are formed, the substances which are formed during a chemical reaction are called products. And the substance which takes part in a chemical reaction are called reactants. Now you see, reactant can be written on the left hand side of a chemical reaction and product can be written on the right hand side of a chemical reaction. Now let's see. Now you should know the various symbols which we are going to use in a chemical equation. That what does it mean? So first symbol you can see the plus symbol. We use this symbol to separate one reactant or product from one another. Okay. Now this arrow symbol, we use this arrow symbol to separate the reactants from the products. Now we use this bracket S to indicate the substance is present in the solid state. You know these things. L under bracket means liquid state. G under bracket means gaseous state. AQ means aqueous state. And this arrow over delta is written. No, that means we are supplying heat to the reactant. We are providing heat to proceed the reaction further. Okay. Now I am showing you one example of sodium reacts with water. So how to write a chemical equation? Here you can see that how we can write. First of all, you have to identify the reactants and products of the chemical reaction. So here I tell you to identify which one is reactant and which one a product, then what you will say? The reactant on the left hand side, that is sodium plus water. Sodium and water takes part in a chemical reaction. So these two are the reactants. And sodium hydroxide and hydrogen gas are produced in this reaction, are formed in this reaction. So these substances are products. So first of all, you have to identify. Now you have to write down the formula or symbols of the reactants on the left hand side with a sign of plus between them. So I have written, you can see sodium plus water. That is sodium and water are present in a chemical reaction. Now you have to write the formula symbols of the products formed in the reaction on the right hand side with a sign of plus between them. I have written, you can see in the screen. The two sides, reactants and products, are separated either by a sign of equality or an arrow. I'm giving an arrow here. So by that way we can separate reactant and product. Now it is more clear that which is taking part in which substances are taking part in a chemical reaction and which are formed during a chemical reaction. Now you can see that for a reversible reaction, that sign you can see in your book is used in place of the arrow. Okay, so that sign is a reversible reaction, and here I am showing you one arrow only. That means this reaction is irreversible reaction, means we cannot get, once the product is formed, then we will not get reactant again. But reversible reaction means the reactant form product, and sometimes product also form reactant. Now you see the step 3, count the number of atoms of each element on both sides of a chemical equation. So count here the number of atoms. If the number of atoms of each element on both the sides of the chemical equation are not equal, then the chemical equation is called unbalanced. And if it is equal, the number of atoms, then that equation is balanced chemical equation. Okay, so by balancing any chemical equation, you can change its coefficient. Okay, you can only add coefficient and not change any subscript. Now you should know that what is coefficient. So you see here, coefficient was what? It is a number before the symbol or formula of a substance. Means you can add anything in front of a molecule or element or compound. Subscript is what? It is the number of atoms of the element found in the substance, like O2. Remember O2, like here H2, 2 is subscript, and this 2 is coefficient. You can see here 2 is coefficient. So you can see that reactants are sodium and water, products are NaOH and H2, and you can see that I'm writing over here under bracket SL, that is solid state. Sodium is present in solid state, water is present in liquid state, sodium hydroxide is present in solid state, so that is why I have written under bracket S, and hydrogen is present in gaseous state, so I have written under bracket small g. Now you see that it is balanced or unbalanced, so you have to see or count the number of atoms. Like sodium atom is present on the reactant side, only one atom is here, and here sodium is present in only one atom. Now you see hydrogen, 2 2s are 4 atoms of hydrogen. Here how many atoms of hydrogen is present? 1 and 2, 2 plus 1 3. So here 4, here 3, which is not equal. Oxygen 2, here 1. So it is unbalanced chemical equation. Now we have to balance this equation. How we will balance this one? By adding coefficient 2 here. Now you can see the equation is balanced. You see Na 1, hydrogen 2 2s are 4. So here also you have to add 2 NaOH, and here 2 Na. So 2 Na plus 2 H2O gives out 2 NaOH plus H2. So if you add 2 here, so 2 sodium balanced, 2 2s are 4, so 2 here. If you write 2 plus 2, 4 hydrogen and 2 oxygen, so here it will write 2 oxygen. So the balanced chemical equation, listen properly, 2 Na plus 2 H2O gives out 2 NaOH plus H2. That is your balanced chemical equation. One more thing I have to tell you over here is sodium plus water, that is this one, which is written just down. This example is sodium plus water gives us sodium hydroxide plus hydrogen gas. This is the word statement, that is word equation. Okay, and suppose if this word equation you will write in terms of formula, you will use formula symbols, then that equation will become chemical equation. Okay, so this is the word equation and this is the chemical equation. Understood? Now one example of balancing I'm showing you. H2 plus O2 gives out H2 and energy is released. So if I ask you that this equation is balanced or not, then what will be your answer? So you can see here that first of all you have to count the number of atoms of each element on each side of the equation. That is how many atoms is present on the reactant side and product side. So only 2 elements are here, that is hydrogen and oxygen. So 2 atoms of hydrogen on the reactant side, product side also 2 atoms, so equal. Oxygen side you count 2, 2 atoms of oxygen, here 1 atom of oxygen, which is not equal. You can see here, not equal. Then you have to balance this one. So how you will balance? You see first of all, you see here 2 is balanced, 2 hydrogen and 2 hydrogen, so it is balanced, no need to disturb. Now oxygen, you see 2 oxygen is here, 2 atoms of oxygen is here, here nothing is 1 atom, so that means oxygen is not balanced. So what you have to do, you have to add only coefficient, you cannot touch subscript. So you can write in front of this molecule anything, 1 2. So what you will write, so that the 2 oxygen atom will come here. So if you write here 2, that means 2 ones are 2, oxygen is 1 here, no, nothing is written, 1, nothing is written, that means it is 1. So 2, if we write here 2 ones are 2, so then oxygen is balanced. Now if I write here 2, that means 2 twos are 4 hydrogen atom is here, but here only 2 atoms of hydrogen. So what you will do here, in the coefficient you will write 2, then 2 twos are 4 hydrogen atom is there, and it is balanced. You see here, see 2H2 plus O2 gives out 2H2O plus energy. So now this equation is balanced. So like this way you will balance a chemical equation by assigning any coefficient, by adding coefficient not touching the subscript. And coefficient is what? The number which you will write in front of a molecule or atom or compound. Okay. One more example I'll tell you. Nitrogen plus hydrogen gives out ammonia. So here you count element nitrogen. Two atoms of nitrogen is present on the reactant side, and product side 1 atom. Hydrogen 2 atoms, product side 3 atoms, which is not equal. See, both the atoms of nitrogen and hydrogen are not equal on the reactant and product side. So what we have to do, you have to balance. So first you see nitrogen or hydrogen, you can see anything. So first I suggest to see nitrogen. So 2 atoms of nitrogen is here and 1. So what coefficient you will add here, so that the nitrogen atom will get equal? So if you add here 2, then 2 ones are 2 atoms of nitrogen and 2 atoms of nitrogen here. So you have to add 2 here. So then you have to see check the hydrogen. So if you add here 2, then that means 3 twos are 6 hydrogen atom is here. 3 H3 is there, then here 2, that means 2 is with nitrogen also and hydrogen also. So 2 3s are 6. Then here if 6, then here you have to make 6. Hydrogen atom 6, so here also you have to make 6. So how you will make 6 here? So by adding 3. So the balanced equation is this one. N2 plus 3H2 gives out 2NH3. This is a balanced equation. So I hope that how to balance chemical equation is clear to you by adding coefficient in front of a molecule. Okay. So there are various word equation and chemical equation in your book. The table is given. You go through it. One more thing I want to teach you, that the types of reaction. In exercises, the question number 8, classify the following on the basis of type of chemical reaction is given. In your book, topic is not there, types of chemical equation, but in question it is asking. So I'm teaching you. There are 4 types of basically there are 4 types of reaction which is going to ask. That is first reaction is combination reaction. So combination reaction is what? When a reaction is said to be combination reaction, where 2 or more substances combine together to form a new substance. Here you can see A plus B plus C. 2 or more substances combine to give one substance, that is ABC. Now I'm showing you example. H2 plus Cl2 combine to form a single substance HCl. The 3 more example is here. So the two substances combine to form a new substance. This is a combination reaction. We call this synthesis reaction also. Okay. Now let's say decomposition reaction. Decomposition is just opposite to combination. You see there A plus B plus C combine to form a new substance, that is ABC. Here ABC is a compound if you supply heat to it or electricity to it, or you will supply light to it, it will decompose and breaks down to three substance, that is A plus B plus C. I am showing you example. ZnCO3. If you supply heat to it, it decomposed to two substances. There on the combination reaction you see two or more substances combine to form a new substance, a single substance. Here one single substance, if you supply heat to it, it will decompose. Okay. The third reaction is displacement reaction. So displacement reaction is what? A reaction in which one part of a molecule is replaced by another, is called a displacement reaction. So you see the example, X plus YZ. So it will replace Y, X will replace Y here, and plus XZ. Zn plus HCl, see the example, Zn plus HCl gives out ZnCl2 plus H2. So this zinc will replace hydrogen from HCl. So it forms ZnCl2 plus H2. Like that only the three reactions are there. You see it. Okay. This is displacement. This is double displacement. Displacement means what? One atom will displace the other atom from molecule. So double displacement means two atoms will displace. You see Wx plus Yz. This W will displace Y and it substitutes. So Wx, and this Y will come here. So Yx and Wz compound is formed like this. This is the example. AgNO3 plus NaCl. So the answer will be, this will displace this one. So AgCl, and this will displace this one. So NaNO3. So this is all about the types of chemical equation. The four types of chemical equation. Now we will discuss here that classify the following on the basis of type of chemical reaction. So first equation you see, C plus O2 gives out CO2. So here two substances, two or more substances combine. Two substances, that is carbon and oxygen, combines to form single substance, that is carbon dioxide. So this is a combination reaction. Then second equation you see, 2H2O gives out H2 plus O2. That means it decomposed. So that is why it is a decomposition reaction. Now here you see the third equation, Cu plus H2O whole 4, 2 plus 4 NH3. So what happened over here is this ammonia, it displaces H2O from copper, H2O whole 4. So here you see this is a displacement reaction. Now Zn plus H2SO4, ZnSO4 plus H2, this is also displacement reaction. The last one, that is E, BaOH whole twice plus MgSO4, that is BaSO4 plus MgOH whole twice. So this is the double displacement reaction. So this is all about for today's class. If you have any problem, you comment in the comment box. Thank you so much.